Hey card fighters, Chris here from Vanguard Central, bringing you some budget matches with this week's deck. This week we have a Irregular and Isaiah Legion deck for Dark Irregulars. Isaiah was a promo long time ago, and also I believe a box topper with GBT03. And Irregular just came out in BT03, so you're able to pick everything up just from GBT03. As always, you can find an article linked in the description about the deck that'll give you more information about the price, how to play the deck, things like that. And so we'll get into the match. It's been going a bit. You see that we're playing against a Jewel Knight player this time, and he's just bringing the pain. Early fields, multiple attacks, lots of crits on his drive checks. I think all 3 drive checks he's had so far have been crits, and that's just absolutely painful. Luckily I get a damage trigger. 2 would have been nice, but 1 is enough, and we guard all his attacks. This turn, I'm not really sure if we had enough in our drop zone to Legion there, so we go for a Stride, which is not only to get the extra draw off of Lyra, but it's also to be able to use our starter, which lets us convert the cards from our the field back into the hand for more guard, and also to convert that grade 3 we had into our hand into more shield as well. Since you're going to be drive checking something else, hopefully that will have more shield than your grade 3. I get a heal, but it's totally counteracted by his Samuel to just deal me another damage. Great. And here we barely live, intercepting away our Squall Maker and guarding with Killing Dollmaster. The point for that move was to keep Isaiah in our hand to go for power plays, because I'm pretty sure I can't live anymore. So we're just going to go for Legion, use Residual's skill, Soul Charge up 5, giving that plus 15 to Isaiah, and then calling Succubus to give another plus 3 to Isaiah, making him 27,000 total. And what I'm really going for here is not only the 15 soul to wipe out his field, but also to try to get a crit. It's really what I want, is a crit, just to be able to pressure his hand and make him drop it. So he goes for 2 to pass, still praying for that crit. Does not come. Not good news. So he easily takes that 34,000 attack when a crit would have made it 39,000, and he would have been forced to guard it, dropping like everything from his hand, and he would have nothing left to attack us back with. Well, hopefully, right? So don't really have enough shields for this turn, and crit master Jewel Knight over there is getting more crits, so that will be the game. Next match we have is against a Nova Grappler player using the Extreme Battlers. This match starts out rough, just seeing how many grade 3s I have in my hand, like 4. What am I supposed to do about that? And I'm also going first, which means I won't be able to stride and convert those grade 3s into something more useful, right? So I'm like, ugh. So I already decided at this point that I'm going to go for just rushing with my grade 3s, because I just want to get him up to higher damage. And if I can get him up to higher damage, then he'll be forced to drop cards out of his hand, which will prevent him from culling cards to attack me, right? The best offense is a good defense, that sort of thing. So I go for that, and if you can see his hand, he doesn't actually have a lot to attack with me to begin with. So he's going to go ahead and guard with his shield, not really care too much about what I'm trying to do, unfortunately. And he has Muscle Streak, which just ruins my day, killing my starter. Not cool, man, not cool. I think it was in a tribute to, because he wants to ruin my day even more. And he just goes ahead and here and just wipes out my whole field. Well, not yet, of course. So he has some pretty weak attacks, which is like good and bad, because it's forcing me to guard with actual units rather than my higher shield cards, because I want to wait, for my 10k cards to be more useful later. That stand trigger was the worst because it let him kill that other sweet predator. Not cool. And we go up to 5 damage. Can't remember why we went to 5, but it's okay. Go for the stride, call out our rear guards to swing at his rear guards, try to get his field off so we don't have to deal with that. Go for our drive checks, get some crits on him, put him to higher damage. And getting that nice draw off of Lyra, that helps. Maybe not a lot, but a little. And ooh, the almighty Victoplasma here to follow up that amazing field control from Tribute last turn. And just pressure all my cards out here. So I did misguard there a little because for some reason it didn't work very fast in the actual game, and so I saw it wrong. Do not have enough here for the restand, but we prayed to the Vanguard gods that we get a heal. And we got a heal! So we're still in this, still in the game. We're able to guard the rest of his attacks. If I were him, I would have taken that 19 and swung it right at my Squall Maker to prevent me from doing anything next turn. Because here, I get to go for some nice plays with Rigel and Isaiah gaining all that power and stuff. You know, the end game of the deck. But I don't have enough soul. I still need 2 more, which is where Squall Maker comes in. And unfortunately, that just lets him take a free damage. Super easy. That is one of the disadvantages of Amber Clones, in my opinion, is that you have to attack Vanguard. And if you want to use the skill before you attack with Vanguard, then you can just give up your crit pressure, because they can take that attack, and then they'll guard everything, and then your crits basically don't scare them at that point. And he has 2 perfect guards, which prevents me from really draining his hand. And he was going to go in, and I'm thinking, yeah, he didn't stride, no more Victoplasma for him, this should be survivable, right? Then I forgot that Muscle Shriek stands 2 of his rear guards, which basically stands his whole field because of Rune Bowl. And that kind of ruined all my plans. He did misplay there again. He stood in Rune Bowl instead of Final Wrench. If he had stood Final Wrench, he would have been able to stand Rune Bowl anyway. Luckily, that stand trigger covered his mistakes, and that's the game. Thank you guys as always for watching. I really appreciate your guys' support. Again, link in the description for an article about the deck. Make sure to give us a like, it helps out a lot. Please leave any comments about the video, about the deck, in obviously the comments below, right? And subscribe for more content. Vanguard Central, out.